Welcome back, Zootopia fans! Today, we're diving into one of the sweetest and stickiest days in the city's history, the Great Chocolate Parade. Picture this: a sun-drenched Savannah Central, packed with animals from every district, all eagerly awaiting the most delicious procession of the year. The air is buzzing with excitement, and the scent of cocoa is absolutely intoxicating. Our very own Judy Hopps and Nick Weil are on festival duty, making sure everything runs smoothly. What could possibly go wrong with a parade made entirely of chocolate on a hot day? Well, you're about to find out. The parade begins, and it's a sight to behold. We're talking life-size chocolate giraffes, solid cocoa rhinos, and a magnificent lion float sculpted from the finest dark chocolate, all rolling down the boulevard. The crowd is roaring with delight. Little bunnies are hopping up and down, their noses twitching, and even the biggest predators are looking at these floats with hungry eyes. Nick, of course, is already trying to figure out how to get a sample for his troubles, while Judy is diligently keeping the crowds at a safe, non-nibbling distance. The sun is shining, the music is playing, and everything seems perfect. Almost too perfect. And then it happens. The sun, which had been a cheerful guest, decides to turn up the heat. First, it's just a little glistening on the chocolate rhino's horn. Then, a drip. A single slow-motion drop of melted chocolate splats onto the pavement. A few animals notice, pointing with their paws and hooves. Nick smirks, nudging Judy. See? Carrots? Even the parade floats are getting a little emotional. But this is no time for jokes. The single drip turns into a stream, and soon the magnificent chocolate sculptures begin to, well, sag. The giraffe's long neck starts to droop, and the lion's majestic mane begins to look more like a gooey waterfall. It's officially chaos. The wheels of the floats get stuck in pools of melting chocolate, creating a sticky gridlock. A baby hippo, trying to get a closer look, slips and slides right into a puddle of milk chocolate, coming up looking like a giant candy bar. The crowd's cheers turn into gasps, and then into laughter as the situation gets more ridiculous. A group of lemmings in tiny business suits, who were trying to cross the street, find their briefcases glued to the ground. Nick and Judy spring into action. But how do you direct traffic in a river of chocolate? Nick, ever the opportunist, starts rescuing chunks of the floats with a sly grin, calling it evidence collection. This is where the teamwork really shines. Flash the sloth, working at a nearby concession stand, ever so slowly begins handing out spoons. Chief Bogo arrives on the scene, his usual stern expression cracking as he nearly loses a boot to a particularly stubborn patch of caramel-filled chocolate. Judy organizes a brigade of smaller animals to build a dam out of discarded parade decorations, trying to divert the flow. Meanwhile, Nick, using his quick thinking, convinces a team of construction-working beavers to use their large, flat tails as spatulas to scrape the chocolate off the street. It's a hilarious, sticky, and surprisingly effective mess. Just when they think they have the situation under control, the grand finale, Flout, a giant volcano designed to erupt with chocolate sprinkles, finally gives way to the heat. With a mighty groan, the entire structure collapses, sending a massive wave of warm, liquid chocolate into the air. For a moment, everything goes silent. Then, it begins to rain. Chocolate! A sweet, gooey shower descends upon Savannah Central, covering every animal, every building, and every last bit of the street. And you know what? Nobody's even mad. Laughter erupts as everyone starts tasting the sweet rain. It's the stickiest, messiest, most wonderfully delicious disaster Zootopia has ever seen. What a day! Thanks for joining us on this wild ride, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Zootopia adventures.